Mulberry tree, agroplants.org, also known as just mulberries. This perennial disused tree, it's grown for the edible fruits. Possible to grow it also for the edible leaves for the silkworm. So this is an option. I don't know why would someone do it. Don't kill the silks, the little larvas, or the whatever it is. Don't kill it. There is another option. Just wait, and you can use the cocoon. You can use the cocoon without them when they are still alive. Much better. So without connection, we are here about to talk about how to grow this mulberry tree. So be aware that this plant can grow as a shade tree or a bonsai. You have a weeping variety, and about cultivars and species, I will explain a little bit in the end. So wait. So before we start, really, so don't forget that you can buy it, and if you want to purchase it, there is a link below, link in the right top side. And if you purchase it, this is donation for this channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe. It's really helped me, and you like plants for sure. You arrive here, so why not to subscribe? So do it. Can grow in variety of climate, can be temperate, subtropical, or Mediterranean climate. Hardiness zone from 5 to 11A. 11A, it's possible. Will maybe bloom less, but this is not usually not the problem. The leaves can be from ovate to heart shape. And of course, don't forget they attract the larva of silkworm. And this is lovely. I was growing a lot of like this when I was young on the tree. It was lovely. Flower color are white. It's a little small flowers connected in the group, and this is really doesn't matter. Just information. And what matters is that there is different flowers. There is male flowers and female flowers, and there is male tree and female tree. It's separate trees, and usually you need a male tree. If you don't have a big garden, the first tips that I can give you here: plant it outside of your garden. It doesn't have to be on your garden, can be with a little space. Usually it's enough, and you enjoy from this tree to have fruits and not to have the male tree in your garden. No point of this, just waste of place. Except these fruits can be red, white, pink, purple, can be black, can be very dark or light purple, but this doesn't matter. Okay, so how to grow it? So if you don't have a lot of rains, add some water. But except this plant, you can start to grow it by air layering, cutting, start to plant, or from seeds. From seeds, main problem that you cannot ensure the quality of the fruits, the taste of the fruits, sweet, sour, tasteless. Can be the weeping dwarf if you need. Small fruits, big fruits, and of course male or female. But it's possible to graft the female and male on the same tree. In this tree, I think that the best will be, because you don't really need to pick up the fruits, you can just shake the tree, and this is the best method. You put a nylon or something like this, or just a I don't know, fabric of some kind, just put it under and you collect. PVC also, it's okay. It's easier to clean because fruits make a lot of dirt. So you put the male down and the female, let it grow in the top, and you will have a lot of fruits and it will pollinate itself. A major problem with this tree is that it attracts a lot of insect. They not usually harm the fruits because there is so much, so there is enough for everybody, but it is something that you need to know, and a lot of dirt because you won't probably eat all, so it will fall on the floors. In order to take care of this, just keep the tree small, it will be enough. So how to plant it and when? So planting season will be in the winter to the summer, but if you have bare roots, it's better to have it in the winter to really early spring. And the tree, better not in the summer anyway, but as a tree it's possible also in the spring and in the summer. When you plant it, dig bigger holes in the root ball. If it's a bare root, cut some of the roots, some of the plant. If not, cut part of the tree, and add a lot of organic matter, humus, dry leaves, mix it all. And if you are not planting to put some A lot of water, better to have heavy soil. It can manage the heavy soil and you don't need to put so much water. Except this, don't forget to put some stick or something like this, a bamboo stick, something that will take care of the stability of the plant. After this it might fall, and this is bad for the tree. Major pests are silkworms, aphids, spider mites, and can be also mealybugs, rare, or I don't know if it's rare, but here it's rare. And pruning season, it's the autumn to the mid of the winter. Pruning, it's usually if you want to keep it small, so just design it the tree small. It is important, I think, if you don't need all the fruits, to keep it small. Except this, it's easier to, of course, just dead branches and for design will be enough. If you have the whipping one need, in the beginning it's very important to take one branch and to cut everything else to let it go up. After it go up, you can start to let it go down. If not, it just will be on the floor, on the soil actually, and there is no point. It will be catastrophic. And it's harder to pick up. By the way, better to cut down of the tree if you're using the method of shaking the tree. Better to cut all the branches that go down. Easier, just make it in your height and a little bit above, because every year it will go down and much down. It can go down even 1 meter down, because the fruits are heavy and there is a lot of fruits on the branches. So just cut it enough and then you can shake the tree. How you shake it? When the tree is young, of course, you can physically shake the tree. After this, take a huge bamboo and just hit the tree. Every fruit that will be ready will fall down. Size of the tree will be from 3 to 20 meter. It means 10 to 60 feet. And of course, bonsai or dwarf will be great. In the right condition, it will be fast growing tree that requires small to big amount of water. I think that when you have I have 2 trees in different locations in the world. I have 2 gardens, by the way. One of them there is a lot of rains, and it's not the same cultivars. And you need to know that the main thing that you need to know that if it's too much water, the taste will be catastrophic. Why I don't know. It's not makes the taste good, but it's also connected to the cultivars. If you want to grow it in a container, you need a container that will be at least 25 liters, so it means 5 gallons. Or this is a minimum, but this is for really really small tree with small amount of fruits. Except this, better 50 liters will be much better. You will get much more fruits than the usual, and when you grow it in a container, better that to have a good drainage for the soil. And also, once in a while to switch part of the soil will be better. If you have the patience and the time, you can start from small containers and to go up with the tree. After arrive to the desirable size, you need once in a while to take care of the roots, to cut some of the roots in the winter, of course, and part of the plant to keep it small. Because you actually keep it to dwarf. Of course, you can grow a variety of dwarf, and there is some in the market. But when you do it, you need to know something very important, that you need to start, that the cane, that the root, that the base of the tree will be the dwarf. So how you do it? You don't have actually to use the dwarf. You can use cutting of the dwarf, make it a tree, and then to graft it whatever you want. Yeah, it will be a problem. For the top, you will need to, if it will be big size tree, you will need to cut it all the time, but the base the roots won't be crazy. Blooming season, so usually it's in the spring, and in hardiness zone of 10B to 11A, it can be in the end of the winter to early spring. They said if you don't have fruits, maybe it's male, or maybe it's just you don't have male in the area, so this is another problem. Fruits are from the late spring harvest season to the summer in hardiness zone of 10A, in hardiness zone of and also summer in hardiness zone from 5 to 9, and spring in hardiness zone from 10B to 11A. Major pests are fruit fly and birds. When the tree is fully grown and there is nothing that you really can do, you can protect it, but it's very hard, and there is enough fruits for everybody. What you can do with the fruits. A lot of people not aware that you can do a lot of things. First, you can eat it raw, jams, except this juice, cakes, fruit leather, and you can freeze it also. Except this, if you make a jam, you don't need to use nothing. Just boil it and and put a little bit few, let's say a little bit lemon, and it's enough. And it's don't need more than this. Usually, to bear fruits will take 2 years, and if you take but this is for small amount. Bigger amount, 5 years, you will have big quantities of fruit probably. Except this now about the cultivar. So the species or subspecies, you have weeping mulberry. So this is the weeping part. You have a fruit color, can be white, red, or pink, purple, or black. White mulberry, so it means that the fruit are actually white, a little bit reddish, pinkish, or light purple. I know it's weird, but this is a white mulberry. Red mulberry, it's of course red to can be a little bit purple, and the black mulberry, it's a dark purple to black, and Morus macroara, it's red, purple, dark, and the concept of this that it's very long fruits, like 7 to 10 centimeters, so it means 3 to 4 inches, and the colors are black to purple or even dark red. When you choose to grow it, it's better to know what you are growing, and if you dislike what you have, it's not very hard to graft it. So it's something to consider. A lot of cultivars can be pale if in taste, I mean like tasteless a little bit, and this is something that you should be aware. Except this, it's easy plant to grow, and there is fruit always. It doesn't require much, it's just mostly plant and forget. Of course, you need male and female. This is you need to take care. And don't forget, you can put it in the neighbors or somewhere outside of your garden. That's all from growplants.org. Don't forget to subscribe, visit our website, and of course, if you have any question, just ask. You have here links about more videos, some lists, subscribe, and of course, purchase a plant, and this is donation for our channel. I hope you enjoy, and come visit us again.